Thanks for giving me this opportunity. My name is Steve Ighorimoto. I'm the Managing Director of Distell Nigeria. Distell in Nigeria was incorporated on the 9th of March 2018, and we started full operation in the second half of 2019 in Nigeria with the production of jam door and phosphates. This year, 2020, we'll be expanding our portfolio further in local production to fermentation of ciders. I am a chartered accountant and a management executive at director's level. I provide strategic directions and execution of day-to-day operations. I have vast experience in the FMCG industry across countries and across industries in Nigeria. I joined Distell in October 2019. Prior to that, I have been Chief Executive Officer of Nia Farm Group Agribusiness in Nigeria, Eurovia Nigeria Limited, a food company. And before that, I was Director of Logistics for East and Central for Coca-Cola Hellenic in Nigeria, where I spent roughly about 20 years with them. And that gave me the opportunity to know the industry very well. Distell as a company have a drink for misgender and for every occasion. We have spirits, like Baines whiskey, Scottish Leader 12 years, and to mention just a few. We have premium spirits like Bonaharbans, Jestins, which are very popular among the Allied group in this country. Baines is actually single malt whiskey, is an award winner. On the wine sector, we have mainstream wine like First Street, Chandor, and we have Nenabog ranges, including the premium wine like Motorcycle and so on. We have ciders, which is ciders and arrow to drink. Savannah and Hunters are very popular among the Nigerian people. First, I want to build up a company that, a team that delivers on shared vision, because the people is the key asset of the company and they are the key drivers of every other thing. We want to grow speedily ahead of the curve and grow faster than competition to gain market share. We are new in Nigeria, though our product has been here for long, and well accepted by the market. So we want to really take our market share up, growing from current single digit to double digit in the next 5 years. First, slogan in this is that we win with the customers and consumers in the marketplace. So the first step is getting the products available to them and making the product after availability, making it visible so that our products are at arm's length. And we also have the product in ranges across the income strata from the mainstream to the premium product. So everyone can have a taste of Distell brands. We are proud of our product, which have a cohort of over 25 years associated with our brands. And in this, we will be strengthening our route to market. In our route to market journey, we hope to serve our customer better without prejudice to cost to serve. First of all, Nigeria is a big country with a population of roughly 204 million people. Five of the cities are roughly above 40 million. And we really want to focus on key markets. We want to own Lagos market, Port Harcourt and Abuja. And this is where we want to leave our footprints starting and take learnings, because as we go on, we take learnings which we will replicate in other markets. Initially, we will focus on urban demand, but our portfolio of products cater for mixed gender, both female and are made. And our drinks are also drinks for every occasion, whether it's naming ceremony, whether it's birthday party, whether it's wedding ceremony. Our drinks are available for every occasion. But focusing mainly, or we want to focus on modern trade, open market, and the HoReCa channel. These, we believe, could add value to our business and be also serving customers across various strata of Nigeria. Today, 60% of our market is in the open market, 30% in modern trade channel like the shopping malls, ShopRite, Spar, Nest, and so on. Only 10% of our business in the HoReCa channel. We believe there is opportunity in the HoReCa channel, which is currently small, and we want to develop it, especially for our premium ranges. First, we focus on Chandor because we produce Chandor locally now. Same quality with imported Chandor from South Africa, so it's a volume driver. We want to focus on it. And Nigerians know and love Chandor. It's an alcoholic wine, so it appeals to consumer across religious divide and also across to gender. So we want to drive Chandor, we want to drive Amarula cream. Amarula cream is an award winner and it's one of the best cream in Africa. We want to support that and do well. Nigeria is gradually getting to wine culture, so our Nadabog ranges, we want to push them and make sure they satisfy our consumer folks. Local production is a challenge at this moment, as we said, but it is the right way to go. Taxes, multiplicity of taxes around local government, every local government have their own paper that you need to pay taxes. And I believe the government is working on uniformity of taxes. Once this is done, then we'll see a better performance from companies, and it will be cheaper. Most of the companies that we also have are going into backward integration, apart from just doing their own business. They're going back into backward integration. So I foresee in future where some of the whiskeys and the gin that you currently import will be produced locally. But there are some products that you don't have the local capability to produce in Nigeria. We don't have vineyard yet in Nigeria, so growing grapes becomes a challenge. So those we will continue to import. But for those that we do in country, we will do them locally. If you look at it today, there are not many glass companies, for instance, producing bottles over 18 bar. So that's a challenge. It's only Frigo glass. Okay, if you look at one-way glasses in Nigeria, currently Frigo glass is investing about $30 million to make sure we have one-way glass, which will be good for ready-to-drink products like ciders. So partnering with companies like Frigo glass means also making sourcing of material cheaper, get the glass locally, and we're also developing our labels locally with master stroke. This we offer Nigerian people employment. As we buy from them, they also employ people, and we employ people at our own end. So in that case, we are developing the economy of our people and of our country. The future of Nigeria is local production, and every player in the industry needs to realize that the future is local production. And as a Nigerian company, we want to add value to our people by producing here. We create employment for our people. We also upgrade the skill level of our people. First of all, we also bring the product nearer to them, so they can say, this is our own. So Chandor today in Nigeria is a Nigerian drink with foreign background, but it's a Nigerian drink. In terms of running business in Nigeria, it's tough. You have to provide your own electricity, you have to provide your own water. So these are challenges. Running generator on diesels in Nigeria is pretty expensive. So, and getting the right scale. Yes, the population is huge, but the right scales are scarce. So right scales does not come cheap, and that are the few challenges we have. The road network are very bad in some cases, and that impact cost to serve in terms of distribution of products and making it available to cities outside Lagos. Okay, first, in our industry, there are key drivers. First, the product have to be available, then it have to be seen everywhere, then it have to be affordable, because per capita, our GDP per capita is roughly about $1,985, and average 80% of our population are earning less than $2. So it's only 20% of the population that you target that can afford your product. And when this happens, we focus more on getting these people to get value for their money, in terms of value for money. And that is where providing a product with value for our consumers and our customers. Where those 20% know what they want, and they know where to get what they want from. And you'll be surprised that ShopRite, Spar, Nest, they are growing. In the last 3 years, most of them have added shop. If they are not selling, they will have closed shop. You see hotels with international outlets coming to Nigeria. Providence, for instance, among the Mantis group, just came to Nigeria last year. Okay. You have hotels among the Marriott group expanding in Nigeria. This to cater for this middle class. As the middle class is growing in terms of income, and nightlife in the southern part of Nigeria is also evolving, so consumption increases, and this is what drives sales of our products. Yeah. First, today, Lagos, if you take West Africa, for instance, Lagos is a commercial net center, not only for Nigeria, but entire West Africa sub-region. So Lagos is critical. We have Port Harcourt, then we have Abuja. Then after that, you have places like Ibadan, Kano, Benin, Kaduna, Onitsha. These are cities with huge population and huge economic power to buy most products. So most companies in Nigeria focus on these critical cities. And from here, because people come from the hinterland to buy in these cities as well. Yes, the total alcoholic industry in Nigeria is roughly about $6.5 billion US. The beer industry is growing at the average rate of 9% in the last 10 years. Okay. The spirits industry is growing on average per annum at 7%. But for the premium spirit, they are growing at 16%. And the wine category, they are growing roughly at 9% over the last 3 years. And this will go into the future. So to me, there is opportunity to look into and be able to service our consumers better. First of all, any product that refresh consumer or that quench taste is our competition. But taking it globally, looking at it, you see out of the 6.5 billion industry we have, 4 billion or $4.1 billion out of that is taken by the beer industry, okay? Dominated by Heineken, Diageo, and of course, AB Bev. So these are competition. And we really want to take market share out of that. by appealing to a female gender. So instead of taking beer, they should look at ciders, which are lower in alcoholic content because they are fruit-based, more healthier for them to take. Okay, so in the spirit world, you have Lead Drop with Glenfiddich, you have Diageo with Black Label, Mr. Doe. So these are competing with Scottish Leader, 12 years old. They are also competing with our Baines single malt whiskey, Bunnahabhains, and Diasse. But where we cut our edge is in the taste. For those that know Bunnahabhains, Diasse, and Scottish Leader 12 years, when they taste it, the aroma, the smoothness is quite distant from some of this competition. And we need to capture this when we're playing in the HoReCa channel, for instance. Yes, we will in these 3 cities that we said we want to win in. Yes, we will invest in activation. We did a little bit of activation last week on the Valentine's Day. We're going to do Easter activation. And as occasion demand, we're going to create some excitement among our consumers. At least investing heavily on point of sales material for our customers and partners so that they can give to the consumer when they buy from them as well. I foresee, because affordability is an issue in Nigeria, like any other African country, consumer will want to get value for every naira they spend. So we must price competitively. Okay. Our population growth rate is 2.6% per annum, and our GDP growth rate is 2.2% last year, and we foresee that will improve to 2.3, 2.4 this year. So there is a misalignment in terms of population growth versus economic growth. But however, the group that we target, which is the middle class is growing and is expanding. And once the middle class is growing and expanding, and nightlife is also improving in the southern part of the country, this will better provide opportunity to sell our products to our timid consumers. Well, I think in Nigeria, VAT, value-added tax, is one of the lowest in Africa. Even at 7.5%, it's one of the lowest. It's 10% in Ghana and 15% in East Africa. So at 7.5%, yes, it's hurting because taking more money out of the consumer. But we believe for primary products like milk, wheat product, breads, fish, meat, they are not vatable. Okay, so if you move into the shop, you buy meat or you buy milk, for instance, you're not expected to pay VAT. But if you buy a drink, you are expected to pay VAT. If you buy water, I don't think you are not expected to pay VAT on water, because water is regarded as part of food. So yes, in one hand, it's good for the government to generate that income, additional income, to maintain the road that we all complain about, to be able to provide power and social amenities to the public. Given that Nigeria came out of recession just 2 years ago, we need to reflect and refinance the economy as the increase in taxation. Yes, the import duty, as far as we are concerned, little or no impact for now. No, we see about 2.5% or 4% maximum that will come into play for most of imported products. And for the locally produced product, that might not be material, will be on the lower edge. The lower edge of which is 2.5%. Technology is playing a huge impact on the Nigerian young consumption public. So the young people want to click and connect and buy. Okay. The average people want to go to where they have good ambient and where they can get everything at one spot. So looking at the retail market, the retail landscape, I will tell you that it will continue to grow. The retail, as I told you, that ShopRite and Spar added quite a number of outlets in the last 3 years, and newcomers are coming in. Pack and Pay, Pick and Pay is just coming into Nigeria. They are currently building their outlets. So next Cash and Carry, they are expanding. So that can only be better in the next few years because it provides ambient for people to come and shop, get everything they want in one spot. So going forward in future, I foresee a situation where the neighbor stores will reduce in terms of number of people who patronize the open market and the mini shops. Rather, they will prefer to go to the chain stores and get all they want. But one thing that will be a key competition line will be on pricing. Okay, the mini shop can evade tax, VAT, but the modern shop or modern trade cannot evade tax easily because they have proper records, they can be tracked, and they also have a name to protect. So this, I would say, will be a competing point for the next few years. But thereafter, it will be like as it is in South Africa today. You have more of their demand in modern trade and the HoReCa channel compared to neighborhood stores. So Nigeria is evolving and we're going to evolve into that stage in the next 10 years. Nigerian markets are differentiated. So, if you go into the East, take Onitsha market for instance, people come from about 6 neighboring states every week to pick something from either Onitsha, from Aba, or Aba in Abia State. Onitsha is in Anambra. So people in Delta, in Rivers, in Ebonyi, in Enugu, in Cross River, Calabar, in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, they come and buy things from this market and they go back to the hinterland to sell. So in terms of focusing on market, that's the market that one needs to focus on. Port Harcourt, we consider Port Harcourt because the oil workers, they are based there. Even they go offshore and they come back, they do shopping. So they have money to spend because their salary, they are competitively paid, like every other expatriate is paid. In the oil industry, it's based on what you can deliver. So I see more growth in the East. Okay. In the North, it's a different ballgame. I see growth in Abuja. Okay. But because of Sharia, I do not see growth of alcohol in Kano, for instance. Okay. I see growth in Kaduna, even though they are Muslim. But you see, there are Galazi shops are springing. They are currently building 2 outlets in Kaduna. And I believe by 2021, they will start operation. Galazi is a modern trade. So Galazi stores are building 2 outlets concurrently in Kaduna. So I expect this to provide opportunity for people and also grow in volume of business. So for the non-alcoholic center, I expect it to grow in Kano because they are predominantly Muslims. So they like non-alcoholic products. If you go to Adobayero ShopRite in Adobayero ShopRite in Kano, you will not see a single bottle of alcohol. So in Kano, whereas if you go to any shop in Abuja, you will see mostly dominated by alcoholic products. So there is growth in Abuja, Kaduna, for instance. But in the Northeast, because of the Boko Haram fighting, I do not see any investors going there now to start building plants or building industry for now, because security of life comes first in the Northeast. So growth, yes, in the South, South, in Southwest, okay, and the Southeast, and then Abuja, there should be growth. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being with me.